Alright guys, here's my Phoenix loadout, and I'll quickly show you my first mod, which is I removed the jam door, gave it this cool geometric shape. Now I can also just see my mag capacity at all times. I don't recommend you do this with all your blasters. I only did it with the Phoenix because the jam door is cheap and it comes off and there is no sensor here. On the other blasters, if your jam door is open, it won't fire. Alright, with that being said, I'll put it together and I'll explain to you my loadout afterwards. Alright guys, here is my Phoenix battle rifle, which is primarily a mid-range with some capabilities CQB and up close in the front line, and I'll explain to you how it works. So first of all, for frontline CQB, basically I keep it nice and compact like this, and as you can see here, I rely on the Mega Darts here with the Mega Blaster extension from the Tri-Strike, and through my testing, this doesn't hurt the shots of the Phoenix so much, so this one gets approval for me, and definitely use the AccuStrike darts. They have smaller holes, so they shoot, farther and stronger, more accurate. I don't use the older ones, as you can see here. They have the bigger holes, so more air gets released, and they just fly a little bit more RNG, I guess you could say. But that being said, they're okay in pistols. So that being said, I have this, and I usually keep the shield down so I can have my head right over my blaster, really close and tight here, and I can keep a clear field of vision. And this is just really nice because, as I mentioned, with flywheel blasters, if I don't want to give away my position and rev the motor, right, I can just have this ready to go when I come around the corner, and as I blast, then I can start revving and firing semi-auto from the magazine. Okay, so what you can do though is, you can still put up the shield here if you want to tuck it like this. That's totally okay. I usually always have this shield out because it's very small and compact, protects the side of my body, and that is the setup. And of course, you can quickly take this off from the right-hand side, stun bomb, get somebody with it, and we allow this to be picked up and reused over and over during the battle, as I've said in my other videos. And that is the CQB mode. Now, when I want to take it to the midline and just focus on semi-auto fire from the flywheel blaster, what I'll do is I'll definitely have this up, transform it here. And then, by the way, I'll just mention this magazine. I keep the 10 round here because it has the right size, proportion, and you have to insert it this way because if you try to put it from like this side here, it's going to interfere with the pump handle, obviously. So you got to keep it clear like so. Alright, and then of course, really quickly, the scope here is just more for looks, of course, fitting the theme. This is supposed to be a scope, but it's fine. What actually, the secret here is you can actually carry an extra Mega Dart inside. The only thing you have to be aware of is you have to keep your blaster horizontal because if you lift it up, it slides out, which is good when you want to take out the dart, but just remember while it's in there, you got to keep your battle rifle pointed forward or down, right? Okay, so first thing I'll do is I will bring this handle up, and this foregrip is really nice because it's light, slim profile, and I can use it for the semi-auto flywheel operation, help me pivot. I don't recommend foregrip attachments for springers because if you put too much pressure on them, they can pop off. But for a flywheel blaster, where all you need them is for just another point of balance and hold, basically, totally fine. So that's there. Now, one thing I'll also note is these ridges, although it hollows out the grip to make it look cool and also to make it lighter, it can start to indent into your hand and maybe make it uncomfortable after a while. But again, I wear gloves, so I don't really notice that anymore. But again, if you're playing barehanded, you might want to think about that when you're using this grip. Then what I'll do is I will press the button here, extend this back, then extend this portion back. And then what that allows me to do now is to get nice and low here, and this actually provides a little bit of an extra shield protection. I'm definitely behind this, and again I have this shield blocking me on the left side, and this is a nice way to just sit back and start opening fire with relatively good protection as far as being above your chest, right? So if you're over a barricade, or if you're kind of ducking down kind of nice and low, you have good protection here. And again, this gives you the extra distance and extra bracing. So now your shots will go a little bit farther because your blasters actually extend farther from your body. But again, it's very secure and easy to maneuver, pivot with, and blast. So that is the setup, guys. That is my Phoenix battle rifle combo loadout philosophy for both competitive and casual play. Again, if you try this, I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun. If you play this competitive in like, you know, a point system or elimination or tactical scenario, you will also enjoy this a lot. Oh, and one other thing, I do carry the Mega Talon as my backup blaster. So I'll usually have this holstered or snapped, and as you can see, the dart just flew out. But that will be what I will carry as a secondary to just kind of further emphasize the Mega theme of this blaster, which is good. If your games actually have more benefits to using Mega ammo, then this will actually fit right into your game. I like the Talon because it gives you a extra dart on the top and in the foreguard here, the handguard, as onboard ammo capacity, and it shoots relatively powerful and accurate within a short distance, even with the standard Mega darts, which again, I don't recommend though for this attachment. Also, one quick note again, is the handle grip is a little awkward because it's hollowed here. So when you pull the trigger, you can actually see the whole mechanism. There's like an L bar that tilts out, but not enough to protrude through this hollow section here, the split area. So it does make the grip a little uncomfortable, again, if you're playing barehanded. But with gloves, you won't really notice it, and as long as you don't squeeze it too hard. But again, if you do kind of like this, it might kind of, you know, irritate or make your hand feel uncomfortable. But there you guys go. Otherwise, that is my Phoenix loadout. Very battle effective, very, very fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget, say your prayers, keep your faith, spread that love, be thankful, stay positive.